Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu brings down the house with his incredible speech and also reveals the house of cards that Obama has built regarding Iran. I'm Randall Terry. This is Voice of Resistance.
Those who forsake the law praise the wicked. Those who uphold the law resist them. Welcome to the Voice of Resistance. Here's your host, Randall Terry.
Welcome to the broadcast, friend. We will spend the next 2 or 3 episodes talking quite a bit about Netanyahu's speech before the joint session of Congress, primarily focusing on it because of the threat that Iran poses to the entire world. Now, my hope is that I will look at various aspects of the speech and perhaps more importantly, various aspects of the conflict between Shiites and Sunnis in such a way that you leave these shows with more than you got when you started. All right? Now, I have to tell you, I was sitting there with my wife and sons, and we were watching him walk in. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister of Israel, His Excellency Benjamin Netanyahu. And you can see some of the footage of it here. And I was actually shocked by the warmth of the greeting he got. And you know that there's going to be a lot of people, the talking heads are going to be discussing how the length of time he's taking to walk down, the number of people wanting to shake his hand, the volume, the sheer volume of the thunderous applause. One of our staff and I were talking and said, is it just our imagination or did it seem louder than when President Obama made his recent State of the Union address? So that'll all be the stuff of talking heads over the next couple of days. I want to focus on a couple other things, just so that you know it is not that unusual for a foreign head of state or a foreign dignitary to speak to a joint session. Take a look at this graph that was provided by the House of Representatives. For example, the president of the Ukraine spoke to a joint session in September of 2014. The president of Korea, that would be South Korea, spoke in May of 13. In October of 11, the president of Korea, the different president at that time, again spoke to a joint session. Netanyahu spoke in May of 2011. So you can see, going down that list, all the way back to 1991, when Her Majesty the Queen of England, spoke to the joint session of Congress, and further back it goes. Of course, one of the most famous speeches made before Congress was the Iron Curtain speech, made by the former Prime Minister of England, Winston Spencer Churchill. After the Second World War ended, Churchill came, did a large tour with President Truman, smoking cigars, drinking bourbon or whatever it was, and he did make a speech in front of the joint session. In fact, I want to just play this one clip. It was funny, and I thought it was a little bit audacious, but go ahead, roll it.
I cannot help reflecting that if my father had been American and my mother British, instead of the other way around, I might have got here on my own.
So there you have it. By the way, the reason he made that joke was because his mom was an American and his dad was English. His point was that if his dad had been English, an English aristocrat, and his mom had been a wealthy English woman, maybe he would have been the president. Brought down the house at that time with a good laugh. All right, the thing that I want to discuss with you to open this program, and the reason that I referenced Winston Spencer Churchill, is because this may be Netanyahu's Churchillian moment. And it may be the moment in time when President Obama is the aggregate of English Prime Ministers Chamberlain, Baldwin, and MacDonald, all of them. Now, for those of you who don't know that history, I'm going to take a quick break, and I have a surprise I want to show you when we come back. What is in this? I'm going to show you. It's actually a pretty incredible piece of history. You know what we should do? We should offer this for a gift of $5,000 or $10,000 and buy that thing that we need for the studio. I'll be right back.
My friends, I'm deeply humbled by the opportunity to speak for a third time before the most important legislative body in the world, the U.S. Congress. I want to thank you all for being here today. I know that my speech has been the subject of much controversy. I deeply regret that some perceive my being here as political. That was never my intention.
Hey, everyone's been asking me, when's Unstoppable coming out on DVD? Well, it's here. And I have created my own deluxe signature version of Unstoppable that contains not only the movie, but over 5 hours of additional curriculum and study guides for your family. It's perfect for your homeschool, educational facility, small group Bible study, and family devotions. And I'm going to share with you some of the spiritual warfare that surrounded the release of this film. This box set also includes extended scenes, new music videos, the inside scoop on the whole Facebook controversy. So what are you waiting for? I made this special version with my family in mind, and I know your family will be blessed by it too. Unstoppable 2.0 Deluxe Signature Version, available only here at KurtCameron.com. I can't wait for you to experience what's inside.